Okay, this is lesson number 2, steps 4 through 7. We're going to be talking about 4 through 7. Well, what I want you to do is I want you to find a quiet area in your home to work. No phones ringing, no kids screaming, no distractions. Because if you're going to be serious about working at home, telemarketing and posting, okay, you need to treat this like a job. Here's where most people who work at home go astray. They have lots of distractions. The kids got to be run to the soccer game. We got to take a break for that. We got to do some shopping. We got to do this. We got to do that. We got to take a break here. If you had a real job, your boss would not let you out of that real job. You'd be working from 9 to 5. Okay. You need to treat this like a real job, otherwise you will not make any money. I want you to understand that. So you need to set up a quiet area in your home someplace where there's no kids screaming, no distractions, and you need to kind of lock yourself away and treat this like a job. If you want to make $100, $200, $300 a day, you're probably going to have to work a good 8 hours a day. I'm going to be honest with you, a good 8 hours a day. There again, where can you go out there and get a job and make $200, $300, $400 a day? Where can you do that? Burger King, what do they pay? $10 an hour? Let's see, $10 an hour, working 80. That's $80 a day, working 8 hours a day. See, so you need to treat this like a real job. Otherwise, you probably are going to have a rough time making any type of money. So once you get your telemarketing operation in motion, you'll need to focus 100% on what I'm going to teach you in this training lesson. If you're focusing on posting, obviously there's no need for quiet, but it's much easier to focus, if you know what I mean, okay? And later on, I have a lesson on just posting. If you plan on just posting, not a problem if you don't want to do telemarketing, but plan on spending 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 hours a day posting if you want to make $200, $300, $400, $500 a day, okay? Treat it like a real job, please. Step number 5, meet me and your sponsor in the live training room here at silverfoxlive.com. I want you to contact your sponsor. You should be receiving some email messages, follow-up messages off my system. Check your spam, check your junk mail, and you will find your sponsor's name and you will find your sponsor's phone number. I want you to contact your sponsor and say, hey, listen, I'm interested in working for you. I want to split the commission 50-50, and I'd like to have you meet me in the live training room. Now here is the live training room here. Okay, it's www.silverfoxlive.com. And when you get into the live training room for the first time, I want you to watch this video presentation here, if you would. That's the first thing you need to do. And of course here, you're going to be clicking on these 2 little flashing balls. It says click here. You can't possibly miss it to enter the live training room. If you have problems getting into the live training room, here's 24 hours, 7-day-a-week support right there. And of course, this is my timeline. This will tell you the day. Of course, it's Sunday today. And happens to be 3:44 p.m. Los Angeles time, and I go by Los Angeles time. I'm typically in the live training room between 8 and 5 Monday through Friday, and in and out on weekends. Here's my activity, what I'm doing, messaging. Sometimes I do not spend all day in the live training room, and I'll tell you where I'm at and what I'm doing. And there again, here's my phone number. My phone number is everywhere. All right. Now, since you're a member, all you need to do is members log in here. I know you're a member because you're watching this training lesson back in the resource center, okay? So I know that you're a member, all right? Okay, so make sure that you invite your sponsor. You need to build up that relationship with your sponsor. It's very important. Remember, as a no investment telemarketer, that sponsor is going to be paying you. All right, so make sure you stick close to that sponsor because that sponsor has your money. All right, talk to that sponsor 2 or 3 times a day if you have to, until you can get your profit center funded. It's very important you keep a good quality relationship with that sponsor. It may take you a little time to get into the training room, especially if you need to download the Java plugins. I cannot teach you properly unless you can get into the live training room, so make sure this step is a priority. Plus, you're going to hang out in there while you dial for dollars the first couple of weeks, allowing me to help you with any questions you might have, okay? Number 6, set up your Google Gmail account, activating your chat and Google Voice. I work everything from Google. If you want to talk to me and I'm not in the live training room, what you can do is you can send me a Google chat. You really need to set up your Google platform because I use everything on Google. I use my Google Gmail account. I use Google YouTube. Obviously, you're watching a YouTube presentation now. I do everything from Google. I have Google phone numbers. Everything is done by Google, all right? So you need to coordinate with me. And in order to do that, you're going to have to spend some time. Here is the training lesson on how to set up your Google chat, your Google platform. Your phone number is extremely important, and we're going to talk about that in there. And especially if you start using the voice broadcaster down the road, you really need to set up this Google platform, all right? Once you have steps number 1 through 6 finished, I or your sponsor will be asking you a few questions concerning the information found in your Profit Center. Remember the Profit Center? All right, here's the Profit Center. Of course, it's going to have your name on there, and it's going to have your phone number. So it happens to have mine. And there's lots of video presentations on here. I want you to watch each and every one. Why do I want you to watch each and every one? Because you're going to be following up. Even though my system pretty much sells itself, I want you to follow up, especially as a no investment telemarketer, to answer any questions that your leads might have, and of course to keep track if they purchase any of the your sponsors from your sponsors' affiliate links. Okay, so when you do follow up, they're going to be asking you questions, even though, okay, all the answers. I spent a lot of time, as you can imagine, trying to cover everything. All the answers are contained on your Profit Center and contained in these videos. So I know it's going to be a kind of a little pain. You're going to spend some time doing this, but product knowledge, you have to have product knowledge, because if somebody's willing to buy a tool in here, okay, we'll pick on this tool here. All right. If they want to become a member for $200, I mean, they're going to probably ask you some questions. Well, what about this and what about that? Even though it's covered in this training lesson here, okay, this video training lesson, they just want to be reassured. And remember, chances are you did the same thing when you came in. You just want to be reassured that what you're watching and what you're listening to makes sense, okay? So spend some time in your Profit Center. Watch these video presentations over and over again. Okay, so I or your sponsor are going to be asking you a few questions concerning the information found in your Profit Center in the live training room. Remember the live training room here. That's the live training room right there, silverfoxlive.com. Make sure you go to your Profit Center, watch and listen to all the video presentations so that you can answer any questions your leads may ask you when you follow up with them. When I or your sponsor feels comfortable, you can answer the majority of the questions that may come up. I or your sponsor will then send you 100 leads. And there again, you can request as many leads as you want, but 100 at a time with phone numbers to start your telemarketing. All right? Okay, then we're going to go on to step number 8, but that's going to be in lesson number 3 because this is pretty lengthy. We have all the scripts and how you're going to talk to the people, so this is going to take up a good 15 minutes. All right, so Harvey the Silver Fox, finding the live training room, silverfoxlive.com, www.silverfoxlive.com. Make sure that you spend a lot of time studying here because, like I say, you know, what would you do to make $200, $300, $400, $500, $600 a day? Okay, what would you do to do that? Would you work 8 hours a day? Would you? You'd be surprised how many people wouldn't. But it can be done, and I have people doing it. But you got to get product knowledge, and you have to put in the time to do it. I'll see you in the live training room. Let's go make some money.